Hey guys, it's Mudgy. We got our seedlings planted in our 4-inch pots. The ones we germinated there in the last episode, the tomato and pepper seeds episode. So we've got them in our 4-inch pots, and I'm going to take you through how we did that. They're under the grow lights. I'll explain a little bit about that. And what else? Oh, just a little review of the germination. Everything's germinated except for the jalapeno, and I think I mentioned it last video that the jalapeno sometimes takes up to 2-3 weeks, and some peppers even 24 weeks. So that's the only one that hasn't germinated yet, but I'm not worried because I've grown them before, so I don't want you to worry because it will take, might even take the whole 24 days. That's why we start this stuff early so we can get it ready for May, June to put in the ground. But the jalapeno, keep it moist and keep it under the light still, and it will germinate. Trust me. Follow along the videos. You'll find out. Anyway, let's grow it. Okay, here we go. We got the seedlings. They all came through. The tomato plants, about 1 million of them there. And we have the Dough Hill and the Carmen. They've popped through. You've noticed that this one here, still yet to see any green. That's the jalapeno. I mentioned in the last video that they can take up to 24 days to germinate, so don't get discouraged. Just keep it moist and keep it under the lights and it'll come. As for the tomatoes, you can see they're about 1 to 2 inches below the light. That's to keep them from getting too leggy. Same with the peppers. So let's break some of these up and put them in their separate homes. Okay, so what I got here, guys, is I just pulled the tomatoes out of the trays they were in. You can see there's clumps of them that come. And if I just lay this down, all I'm going to do is just gently by the stem separate them like so. So there. We got 2 right there. Put them each in one pot. Pretty simple. Take this, separate it. There's one right there. I'll place it in that pot. Take the best ones, of course. I try to use everything. There's a lot of them here though. So of course take the best ones. And get your cat to inspect it. You know, a lot of people are worried about don't touch the roots, don't touch the roots. Well, yes, you don't want to touch the roots, as least as amount as possible anyway. But I've been doing it this way for years, and yes, it is a little stressful on the plant, but I've always had success. I find this is easy, this works. I'm not manhandling the roots. I'm simply taking the stem, separating them very gently, and away you go. It's that easy. If you let your soil dry a little bit before you start separating them, it's better, because if it's really moist, if you just end up watering and then decide you want to separate them, then it's going to be a little messy, clumpy, everything's going to stick together like mud. But because I let it dry out a little bit, look, they just come apart real easy. Now if I let these go any longer, there would be a bigger root system and it wouldn't be as easy to separate. But because I'm doing it at this point, if you can see, just here the true leaves are just starting to come out. I take one, make a little hole right down the almost to the bottom, because if you can see all these little hairs on here, you probably can't, but there are little hairs on here. You can bury this thing almost right up to here, and then on a tomato plant, and then roots will come out all along this stem area, not just down below. So it's great to build a really good root system when you bury your seedling. Bury it up as high as you can. So sink that way in. Gently press the dirt down, and your finished product looks like that. Okay, so you got your seedling that's quite long, but by the time you fill her up with dirt and bury her up quite high, it's not so long anymore. It'll spread roots out all in the dirt, all along the old stem, and then this will be a nice strong little seedling. So I'm going to go ahead and do that to the rest of these. And as you can see, I got a few to do. Okay guys, we got our seedlings in our 4-inch pots under our grow lights. We're going to keep an eye on them, maybe give them a liquid fertilizer or compost tea drink every once a week maybe. 1 to 2 inches above the plants, then raise your lights as they grow so they don't get too laggy. What else? Let me know how you're making out. Leave a comment. Get any questions? Give us a thumbs up. Go to the Mudgy09 YouTube channel. Is where we started off seeding these things. If you haven't seen the video before this, go ahead and subscribe. That would help me out very much. And hope you're having fun. Let's grow it. Ooh!